Next game is Gyrodine. Not Gyromite, but Gyrodine. This is another shoot 'em up for the Famicom. It's a helicopter base, the first helicopter-based shoot 'em up for the Famicom. So another first, guys. There you go. Here, let's just get that title screen on there a little bit more. So this game seems similar to other shoot 'em ups from this era, the early ones, in that it seems very, very simple. I don't even think the game has bosses. It just kind of endlessly loops. Not a lot of creativity in the enemy design. Although it does have a couple of cool features, kind of. Let's go ahead and start. So you have, like a lot of other shoot 'em ups from this era, you have a machine gun, which is for aerial enemies, and you have like a sort of bomb attack that attacks enemies that are on the ground. So just like Xevious, all these shooters are basically Xevious inspired in one way or the other. Although it's interesting in this game that you actually can shoot downwards. Like it's a downwards. They tried to make it look like you were firing your guns down. But you also, if you press both buttons at the same time, you can fire a cruise missile. Which will, I think... I'm not sure if that damages enemies in both levels or not. The game has no music other than that kind of militaristic little bit of starting fanfare there. So yeah, the missiles kind of home in on stuff. That's kind of cool. But in order to use them, you have to stop shooting your guns for a second and press both buttons. Also, this game seems pretty difficult. Like a lot of early Famicom shooters, it ramps up difficulty pretty quickly. I'm already down to 0 lives. It's interesting that you can kind of bend your bullets. Like the bullets curve in the direction that you're moving. It's kind of interesting. Now we have a bunch of tanks here. But there's like a weird delay on it, though, too. It's kind of strange. Like, your bullets will they'll be curving to the left. And destroy houses on the ground, too. And then you, like, want to, like... There'll be enemies coming in from the right, so you want to, like, curve your bullets back to the right. When you press to the right to move your chopper that way, like it takes a second for the bullets to uncurve and then curve the other way, which is, it doesn't happen instantly, which you would think it would. Really strange. See, look. Notice how they don't when you change directions, they don't uncurve right away. Ooh, why did that happen? Nope, I don't want to do save states. Get out of here. My cord hit the keyboard. So yeah, like Circus Charlie, this is another not-so-exciting game. These early shoot-em-ups are kind of boring, unfortunately. And the curving of your bullets, like at first it seems like a cool feature, but it ends up kind of fucking you over. Because it makes it really difficult to like switch between hitting stuff coming on the left and the right. And it just so happens that this game likes to alternate the directions that the ships fly at you all the time. Like, they're constantly stuff coming in from the left, then the right, and you can't easily, like, change the direction you're firing in, so it's, like, awkward. Oh, tanks! Alright, do a little better now. Here come the enemy choppers. Which are basically just like the fighter planes, exact same movement pattern. Fuckers. Those fuckers. I actually don't... I was looking at the long play of this game. Seems to go for a while before it loops, so I'm not gonna... And because it's kind of hard, I decided that I really don't care about trying to get the loop, because I don't think we're gonna have a chance of getting it. Sometimes the homing feature of your cruise missile doesn't really work too well. Like that one time, I think it kind of just like went around the enemy instead of actually hitting it. You have various weapons in this game. Like at first, it seems cool that you have all these weapons, but they don't seem very effective. Your machine gun doesn't curve. Like it has a weird delay that makes it hard to use. The cruise missile, the homing feature seems to not work very well. Fuck, man. Oops. Oh, I got a 1-up though. That's nice. So I don't know. I mean, I guess for a shooter of the time, this game is not too bad. I mean, it's better than something like, say, XX's or 1942. I think it's better than that. It's better to have no music than like horrible music that plays constantly. But crap, I keep dying. That's no good. But yeah, it's better than like, it's better than say, what's the other one that's really bad? There's a bunch of really bad shoot 'em ups for the Famicom early on. It's probably better than something like Galg, I think. More playable than that. Oh, there's a lot of bullets. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, that's why I keep dying in this part. Too many bullets. I don't think it's as good as, like, say, Xevious. Oh, what is that? What is that thing on the ground? I don't even know what that is. Game over. Alright, we'll give him one more try. So what do you guys think about Gyrodine? This is another game that never came to America. By the way, who made this game? I should take a look at that. Gyrodine was made by a company called Crux. A company called Crux. Never heard of them, and I'm not aware if they ever made any other games. This was, I believe this is an arcade game that got ported. So I don't know if Crux made the arcade game or if they simply ported this game. I think it just feels really like Circus Charlie. It feels kind of underdeveloped, you know. Like I feel like this could have been a decent game if it just had a bit more time spent on it. I really wish that this bullet curving thing didn't have this weird delay, because it would actually be a really cool feature if it worked like normally. Like if the bullets would, if you had more control over the curve of the bullets. See, now why did that homing missile just miss? It like went, it curved past the tank. It looked like it should have hit it. I don't get that. Whoa, what's that noise? Did I get a 1-up? Oh, that's a 1-up noise. Okay. Alright, I'm getting the hang of it now. I'm learning to be a chopper pilot. It's a good training for when I, you know, join the military. You guys are not saying anything, so I take it that you're really bored of this game? Gyrodine, that's right, Brigands. It's called Gyrodine. Not to be confused with Gyromite. More tanks. These blimps are a problem. They kind of hang around the screen, just keep shooting bullets at me. Gotta kill them more efficiently. And that's hard to do with these guns that are kind of hard to control. But I'm trying. See, now I can't get in there to like actually shoot them, so I'm kind of in a bad position now. Alright, we survived. We survived. It's fine. What? Oh, where'd that bullet come from? Fuck. You know what's weird? I feel like sometimes you'll shoot a blimp, and then right after you shoot it, a bullet will come out. And so it screwed me over like more than a couple times. I don't know, maybe I'm imagining it. I might just be imagining it. Yeah, you really gotta kill those guys. Those guys are fuckers. And that gun there too. Uh-oh, I missed one. Yeah, I wanna see what can I kill that thing on the ground? That seems like what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? No clue. See how the bullets... Yeah, it's really strange how the bullets curve in this game. It makes shooting ships that are like in front of you a lot harder than it needs to be. Like, it would be a cool feature if it... Again, it would be a cool feature if it curved in reaction to you pressing the D-pad. But when there's a weird delay on it. So you move to the left, your bullets start curving to the left, you move back to the right. They're still curving to the left for like a second and a half before they slowly curve back to the right. It's okay with no x-axis, that's right. So I guess we made it, I don't know if we made it to a loop here or... Because the ships, the enemy fighter pilots are blue now instead of gray, so I don't know if that's an indication of progress or not. Well, I think we just died. It's okay, but no x-axis, but then again, what is? Exactly. Fuck. Alright, we'll give it one more try. Gyrodine. We gotta give the game, you know, a little bit of time. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a good game that should be more fun than it is, you know? It's a shame that the controls in this game are so weird. It's not even so much the controls as the mechanics. Like, the mechanics of the way your gun works, and the ineffectiveness of sometimes the homing missiles that you can fire. The things like that kind of really conspire to make this game less fun. It's a shame. And also the fact that there's, like, no music, and the game is fairly... It's actually not as repetitive as some games, but... Oh! Uh-oh. Flew right into me. The past couple of days, the internet went out. In the downtime, you watched 2001 and Aliens. You know, I haven't seen 2001 in a really long time. Yeah, that is a good movie. Aliens, though, I've watched many, many times. It's one of my favorites. My favorite science fiction... No, you know what? It just is my favorite science fiction horror movie. There's not a... I'm just trying to think what would be a better one. I mean, I guess the original Alien. But I love both of those movies, but I kind of prefer Aliens, I think. But they're both great movies. Whoa. Like, as a kid, I preferred Aliens to Alien, because Alien was, you know, slower and more boring. But then and when I grew older, I started to appreciate what the original Alien movie did with its, like, more improvised and realistic dialogue and stuff. But now I kind of have gone back to just the style of Aliens is just... It's so perfect, you know? I just really appreciate what Aliens does a lot. And it's just such a perfect action horror movie. Like, there's never been a better one. I can't think of any that's even close. And Cameron has certainly never done anything better. Well, I guess Terminator 2. No, but I actually think Aliens is better than Terminator 2. As good as Terminator 2 is. Why are my bullets... Sometimes they, like, will home in, and sometimes they just don't bother. Like, I don't feel like homing in right now. Maybe later. Have you been mistaken for a man? No. Have you? I know, that's a great line. That's a great line. Oh, I thought I could get past that bullet, but I couldn't. Fuck. Alright, now I'm playing for real. No more of this half-ass bull. I'm gonna avoid every bullet this time. What? Time to bring out the true choplifter skills. Yeah, so this is a port of the, there's an arcade game. This is a port, fuck. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, I would imagine the arcade game's probably a lot better. We should probably take a look at the arcade game, just to see how it compares. But I'm pretty sure... Fuck, that flew right into me. Thought I would shoot him, but I didn't. I didn't shoot him. Alright, that's enough Gyrodine. Let's take a look at the arcade game. See how, you know, see how it measures up. Gyrodine. Arcade version. The arcade also kind of has the weird curve on your bullets. Here, let me zoom in more. It looks like it plays smoother, you know, and it also has no music. I don't know. It's a little. Maybe it has some of the same problems that the NES one has. Those might just be inherited from the actual arcade game, because the weird curve is in the bullets here as well. Although the delay between changing the curve with the D-pad seems more prominent in the Famicom one, I think. Seems like the curving switches faster, maybe a little bit. It still seems like there's like a little bit of a weird delay. You think T2 has the best action scenes of all time? Yeah, I mean that's fair. Maybe T2 does have. I get if you just, you know, action scenes is such a broad category. So, you know, does action scene just mean like chase scenes, or does it mean like martial arts combat, or it can mean so many different things, you know? But yeah, Terminator 2 would be a good choice for that. I still think I mean, those are both really great movies. Terminator 2, Aliens. Certainly, I think Aliens is the best action horror movie I've ever seen. Although I guess Terminator 2 also has like a little bit of a horror element to it. Yeah, so, you know, actually, the arcade game doesn't really look that great either, to be honest. So maybe some of the problems of the Famicom game are just inherited from the arcade. It doesn't really seem that great. Yeah, so that's Gyrodine for the Famicom. Oh, let's rate it. What would you guys rate Gyrodine? Yeah, so it's not very, seems like a 2. Yeah, I'm sort of between a 2 and a 3. Is it merely a subpar game, or is it actually poor? I don't think it's awful, but it just seems kind of low effort, you know? Even the arcade game seems kind of low effort compared to other arcade games. I mean, it's cool that you're in a helicopter. It's cool the stuff that you have, like the curving bullets, and that you can fire bullets down on the ground. You have the cruise missiles. Like, it's the various things you have is cool. And the enemy design is a little bit less repetitive than something like 1942. Like, there's a greater variety of enemies, even just like in the first couple of levels. So that's all good. But the mechanics behind your machine gun, which is obviously a really important part of a shooter, are not well thought out, and it doesn't really feel very good to play. That's a big problem for a shoot 'em up. When it doesn't, when your basic machine gun just doesn't feel good to use, when it's awkward, more awkward than it should be, that is a big problem. So I don't know. I think I am going to give it a 2. I think I am. I think it doesn't feel very good to play. Yeah, I think it, and the music is honestly not good either. All it really has is just that little jingle when your guy spawns in, which is not really that great. So I think we'll give it a 2 for music as well. Yeah, not a very good game. Gyrodine, not a very good game. Not recommended. Nope. Let's move on.